we're going to call the June 6th Stormwater Management Committee to order. Let's see. A physical quorum of members is physically present. I will entertain a motion to permit those members not physically present due to personal illness, disability, employment purposes, for the purposes of business of the board or family or other emergency to participate via video or teleconference. Moved by member Desart, second by member Police. I'm sorry, I got the glasses on today. I'm not seeing very well. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. So member Nero, member Asif, welcome to the committee today. Can we have roll call, please?
Desart, Eckhoff, Evans,
Here.
Garcia,
Here.
Hinterlong, Nero,
Here.
Pojak, Police, Tornatori, Yusuf,
Here.
Day.
Here. Member Tornatori texted me, said he is running a little bit late, so he'll be here before noon meeting. Thank you. A public comment. Public comment. First one, Kay McKean from Scares. Morning, Kay.
Hi, everybody. I wanted to thank you all again for all the nice comments to the students at the Sustainable Design Challenge. They had a great time, and we've heard wonderful comments back from the teachers all through May. So the students really enjoyed it a lot, and their parents learned a lot as well. So thank you for that opportunity to do that. I didn't get to talk in May, so just a couple of things to kind of catch up. The Naperville Earth Day event was a lot of fun. We had the watershed model there and talked to really hundreds of kids. It was a really big turnout. We've got medallions, new medallions, both in Elmhurst and in Glen Ellen. So we're glad to be spreading that project. We were able to collect mercury at both the Wheaton recycling event and at the Glendale Heights event. So mercury thermometers, mercury thermostats, those things so that people don't put them in the garbage and it doesn't get into our water. And then we just finished this past Saturday at the West Chicago's recycling event. And we worked with the sheriff and we collected over 100 pounds of medicine. Their police department has shut down their medicine collection program. Some things happened with their hauler or their company during COVID. So we were able to get over 100 pounds and 4 huge bins of syringes and EpiPens. And the EpiPens, you know, mostly are still full of medicine, so that won't get into our water. And finally, I was going to tell you that we're working with Wooddale on their water quality flag coming up, but we're going to change the date, but all that's in process. So we're glad to be announcing that. Thank you.
Thank you, Kitty. Okay. Thank you for everything. You guys do a great job on the design challenge. Interesting to see. We saw there were groups of people. Now we're a lot of work for just one student to do that. We appreciate all your efforts. Keep it going. Next person signed in, Tom Halloran, resident.
Good morning. To ensure that our communities will always be desirable places to live, work, and raise families where all feel welcomed. To define and fulfill its role in supporting and enhancing the quality of life for county residents by keeping people safe, protecting and enhancing natural resources and infrastructure. To foster the continued growth of its economy by championing DuPage County as a desirable place in which to live and work. These values are the mission statement of the county. I have recently had severe impact to my quality of life due to destruction of the environment, namely protected wetland of endangered species. After destruction of the vegetation, the loud sound of an air handling unit was first noticed by residents. The sound had previously been abated by the removed trees, was minimal at best, and was a non-issue. Now the noise is very intrusive and severely impacts the local properties. This noise pollution is unbearable. This reduces my quality of life, property value, and damages the protected wetland. The sound is so bad that if left unmitigated, I could no longer live in my home. This noise pollution is also detrimental to the endangered species that inhabit the pond, which is against the mission statement, legislation of DuPage County, state of Illinois, and the federal EPA. Up to this point, I feel my local government has been dismissive of my claims. My neighbors share the sentiment. It is the duty of this board to rectify these violations, protect the environment, wetland, and endangered species of the county and Illinois. Under the current conditions, I cannot claim my property as being a desirable place to live, work, and raise a family, as is the mission statement of the county in which I am represented. The city of Wheaton is oppressing me as a resident of DuPage County. I have no recourse as the violations are emanating from city of Wheaton in which I am unrepresented. For this reason, I call upon the board to do what is right and take action on the violations at hand. These issues should be handled by this board in conjunction with the environmental board. I've submitted documentation showing damage done and mitigation strategies. I request these actions be performed, and I would like to submit a physical copy here today. Thank you.
Thank you. We have no other public comment. Chairman's remarks. Don't respond to public comment, but I have talked to, this is a issue at Wheaton Warrenville South High School. I've talked to the superintendent myself personally. We have staff working on it. This is a long-going issue between this resident and the high school. So we're working on it right now. It's not cut and dry. Tree was cut down after it was damaged and fell on top of another tree. So they're working on it. So our staff has been out there already to the location, and we're working with Wheaton and the high school to remedy this. So we are taking a look at it and continue to. And we have new information today that Sarah will give the staff, and that will continue to look at it and make sure this resident's concerns are being addressed. So, okay. No other comment. Is there approval on the minutes of May 2nd?
So moved.
Moved by member Garcia, second by member Pojek. Any questions or corrections? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Item 6, claims reports. Is there a motion on 23-1912 May claims? Moved by member Desart, second by member Garcia. Any questions? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 7, budget transfers. Is there a motion on 23-1935 budget transfers to replace 2 vehicles for Drainage Division Stormwater Department? This was not originally prepared in the budget, and the costs are a little bit higher. We have a motion by member Desart, second by member Garcia. We had 2 vehicles that basically transportation said were no longer good, had rusted out.
Yeah, there was rusting on the frame. They determined it was no longer safe for staff to continue driving, and so they took them out of service. We're using loaners until we can get new vehicles that should arrive next month.
I think these vehicles are just 1 year away from replacement anyways.
Correct.
Okay. I think we're using old sheriff's vehicles right now.
We are.
They
We
still
are.
have the lights and sirens on.
I know. Come out, but we kept the cages in for the interns.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. Any other comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Staff reports. Is there a motion to receive and place on file staff reports? A, 23-1933 IEPA annual report. B, 23-1934 June 2023 SPO report. C, 23-1937 May 2023 current e-newsletter. And D, 2023 June program and event updates. Moved by member Desart, second by member Police. Any questions? It's kind of boring right now. Not really raining that much.
It's not boring.
Well, this is part of our evil plan. It usually starts raining right when budgets start.
Yep.
So that's perfect. So good to know. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. But being chairman of the Water Commission, just continue to make sure your grass is growing and your bushes and everything. So use that water. Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Move to item 9, action items. 9A, is there a motion on 23-1985 amendment to resolution issued to Comcast Holdings to extend the contract with Comcast Business for remote flood control facilities through September 2023, the amount of $17,653. Moved by member Desart, second by member Chang. Questions? Others, I'm sorry.
Quick question. Is there another firm you're gonna be going with after this? Cause it looked like that's what we're waiting for that to start. Is that
Yeah.
correct?
Yes, yes. AT&T is working on running their lines into our systems, and as AT&T connects to our facilities, we'll take that off of our Comcast bill. And so this is worst case scenario. We actually expect AT&T to be online and moving sooner than this.
we approved a new contract with AT&T when we went out and bid. So I guess it's just some permit issues and some hardware issues. So just in case, we don't want to leave anything uncovered. Any other questions? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 9B, is there a motion on SMCO 9-23, change order issued to Excella for contract increase of $42,241.52 for 4 additional licenses for stormwater management for a
So moved.
2-year period? Moved by member Garcia, seconded by member Evans. Any questions? We were sharing basically these licenses.
Yes, we've actually expanded our use of the program, and to kind of limp by, we've been sharing the license, but our renewal is up in June. And so we thought it was an opportune time to add licenses. So we are abiding by the appropriate rules,
But we're still all sharing our Netflix information, right? Yes.
only within the households.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item 9C, is there a motion on SMR 6623, intergovernmental agreement between the county of DuPage and the village of Glendale Heights for Armitage Creek Stream Improvement, which is 13 and 14, agreement not to exceed $82,585. Moved by member Desart, second by member Pojek. Any questions? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number 9D, is there a motion on SMR 6723, intergovernmental agreement between DuPage County and Lake Hinsdale Village Homeowners Association for the Lake Bank Restoration Project, agreement not to exceed $3,540 water, these are water quality improvement grants. I'm sorry, who moved? Member Garcia, member Evans second. Any questions? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Is there a motion on 9E, SMR 68-23, recommendation to an intergovernmental agreement between the county of DuPage and the village of Villa Park for Lufkin Bond Basin Project? This is an ARPA item.
So moved.
Moved by member Garcia, second by member Evans. Any questions? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Move on to old business. Any old business? Hearing none. Any new business? No. Rain would be good. Some new business was work. Member Desart came to me about some stormwater issues with Naperville Park District. Again, if you've got any projects out there and we still have some ARPA money, please bring them to us so we can get them to staff. You can do it as a member initiative and move that forward. Also, we were bring to the committee's attention, as where some of these ARPA projects are coming in, some of them are coming over bid, just a little bit higher than they thought. Some municipalities have come to us asking for additional money. So we might be bringing some of those forward in the future to help them with those projects. But again, if it's over, we'd like to see us paying half, them paying half, not us paying the full load. So, okay. Any other questions, member Desart?
Thank you. Yeah, and since you brought it up, members, about the Naperville Park District, I want to thank Sarah and her staff, because they came with a pretty big ask. And Sarah and her staff, we went through it line by line to see what we could do and what we could work with. And we're going to get them about $950,000 worth of stormwater improvements there for the Park District. So I appreciate what we hope to. Yes, but I appreciate your work on that very much. Thank you.
Great. Any other new business? Hearing none, is there a motion to adjourn? Moved by member Tornatori, second by member Hernalong. All in favor?
Aye.
We're adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.